Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So I'm back to do another Mass Makes Monday, inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Her channel is linked below. And this week's Mass Make is a kind of flip out pocket. So this is how I've decided to do mine. I've used some of these postcards that I got in a recent haul, and I just added a mushroom sticker, a tab, and then when you open it up, you've got writing space on the back, and then I would stick the whole thing down on three sides at the back here for a pocket here, which has got this cute little fold on. Really, really simple, and it gives you, space for putting things in pockets. It gives you a writing spot, and it gives you something decorative. So that is my prototype. Now I have prepared a few things off screen just because, just so that I've got time for everything. So what you'll need is, I've got these faux postcards, but this will work with any journal card or image, book page, really anything that you want to use, just as long as you're happy with something being, your decorative front. You'll want some cardstock, and what I've done is I have cut my cardstock to essentially almost the exact same size as the postcard in both height and width. Okay. So we want to put our gusset, it's not a gusset, it's a hinge rather, into the cardstock. So hopefully I'm on screen. And you want to sort of look, so for example, I'm using this fold as my focal point. So you kind of want to look as to where your hinge would make sense. So for me, I think on this part, the hinge makes sense over here, because then, there's more space here compared to over here. I hope that makes sense. So I've just been doing 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go through just like our mass makes. I'm just trying to keep the cards with their, and then see this on this one I would do the gusset on the other side. The hinge. It's not a gusset, it's a hinge. It's because I'm making pockets, so I keep thinking I'm making a gusset, but it's a hinge. Yeah, so keep your pieces together, because obviously you've cut them to size, so keep your pieces together. So that's all those done. So I'm done with the scoreboard. And then we just want to fold that over. And then this is what we're going to attach to our postcard, so that we get, this flip out effect. So I'm just going to go ahead and just give this a burnish down. Oops. Keep it straight, Justine. And where's my glue? Found it. My husband's been using my studio for taking photos of his products for Etsy. So a few things have moved. Okay, so we're just going to put some glue on that little hinge, and then carefully attach our hinge to our card. And you just want to make sure that the placing that you're happy with, because ideally, if you look here, this is the edge of my postcard. I don't want the hinge to be visible. I want it to be hidden. So I'm just maneuvering it into place to make sure it's all fine. And then that gives you your little flip out. Easy peasy. So we'll do the same here. As I said, it is a mass make, so I'll keep going. So now with this one, we have got the hinge on the other side, so that it flips out this way. That's it. So yeah, really easy mass make. Now I'm using postcards, so these are not going to be able to go in a normal sized journal. They would be more for a file folder, because they're quite wide on the page. So just bear that in mind when you're choosing your focal image. If you want them to go in a normal sized journal width-wise, then you would probably not want to use postcards, but it's up to you. The world is your oyster. Just burnish that one down. Okay, and then this one flips out that way. So the reason that I cut my cardstock to be the same size as my postcard in the very beginning was because I wanted the pocket to be like completely hidden. I wanted it to be a secret pocket really. So I didn't want it sticking out at the side. But you know, if you want your pocket to be the same size as your postcard, so it would be over here, then what you would do is account for your hinge. So you would cut your cardstock to be a bit wider, so you've got that hinge then all sorted. In my case, I don't really fuss about stuff like that. And as I say, I want the hinge to be, the pocket to be hidden. Okay, so that was the easy part. Well, it's all easy really. I want to grab my big circle punch, and I'm just going to go ahead and aim for middle-ish. Oops. And just cut in a notch, just so that people know these are pockets. And as you can see, I'm just eyeballing it and flicking stuff everywhere as per usual. So that's that part done. Yep, just checking that they're relatively middle. Lovely. Okay, fab. So now we obviously just need to add our writing spot. In this case, I want to hide that hinge. So I'm just going to come along and hopefully I can get these to fit. So in my case, my postcards are different sizes. So this one is for this shorter, narrower one. And then we're just going to glue our writing spot on the back. This step isn't crucial. For example, well, I suppose it is. I mean, you really want to hide that hinge, but if you don't want to hide the hinge, you don't have to. In my case, I want to hide the hinge, but also, you know, my papers, my postcards are faux, so they've got sort of, you know, some kind of branding on the back of them, which I'm trying to hide as well. But you know, it's up to you whether you do this step. It's not terribly important. And then I've got these really nice autumnal papers from, I believe it's Liana Scrap. I think she had like a journaling basics. I'm just checking that the lines are straight, that's all. Yeah, she had a journaling basics kit, which had, you know, nice papers in that I used for my altered book, which I still haven't finished. And I haven't forgotten about it, I promise. It's definitely on my list to finish. And then we just need to cut around the postcard just to get rid of the excess. And I'm going to get the other two writing spots done. And then I'm going to come back and we shall decorate. Alright, so I've got all of the writing spots glued in. So now we get to decorate. So we're going to add a tab to the side that flips open. I just have a whale tail die, but you could, you know, just fold a punched circle in half to get a tab. You don't have to have official tabs. You could have a fabric tab, lace tab, no tab. But I do like the idea of adding the tab because I think it helps to signify to somebody that it's a flip out. You know, there is something for them to open or whatever, and all of that. Okay, and then we're going to grab our stickers. So I'm using these really nice mushroom stickers, and I think that one just fits nicely there. I've actually cut this postcard down a little bit because I did think it was a little bit too wide. You know, it was quite a wide postcard, and I thought I was only losing a little bit of scripty text, so it wasn't a big deal to cut it down. Okay, got it about there. Yeah, nice. Okay, and last job is just to add one of these labels in. which are on my Patreon, but you could use, you know, any label. I'm just sort of looking at what the front is like to decide which one to go for. I think I will go with September. So yeah, I do have these on my Patreon as a freebie for all tiers. And I'm doing exclusive videos on Patreon now as well. So if you would like, do come and check me out. You'll find all of my links and how to support my channel in the description box down below. And that is as simple as it gets. I mean, how easy is that? And it looks really cool. So, you know, grab any postcard, journal card, book page, image, whatever as your decorative front. You just need a bit of note paper and some cardstock to make your pocket. Simple, simple, right? So let's carry on. I'm going to go ahead and just get all of mine done. So this one I'm going to add a stamp to. Managed to find one of the Queen in this really nice brown sort of colour, so I'm going to use that. I do love a fun, simple make, and you know, when it can look super effective, you know, I mean, it's just a winner all round really, isn't it? So thank you, Tina, for the inspiration. Yeah, lots of fun to make these, and I like how versatile they are, you know, suit any theme. Well, really any of the mass makes suit all themes, don't they? And you know, you can use any image on the front. Like in my case, I had these very simple postcards and I just fancied them up with a sticker. I mean, you know, saves bulk. And you might have noticed I purposefully chose some cardstock that already had a focal image. So I didn't have to decorate it. This is going on this side this time. Mainly because I didn't want to fuss about with bulk for these. I like how flat they are. You know, they're relatively flat. So this one on this side, I'm just going in the middle. You could always punch an eyelet through your tab and have a little charm that hangs down. That would be fun too. You know, if you had a little like leaf or acorn charm or something hanging down. Really, really simple. I have not done the date. So for this one, I'm going to go with this specimen label actually, because I ran out of autumnal dates. I need to print some more. I'm saving October for the next one because I've got a lot of red on it, which is very, very autumnal. Speaking of which, it was just last week actually that my husband and I went to Westonbirt Arboretum here in the UK. It's about half an hour from where we live, and oh my goodness me, it is magical at autumn. They have it's a big arboretum, so they, you know, they look after the trees and stuff there, and they have an avenue, they call it, of maple trees, which, as you can imagine, this time of year were just shocking red and oranges, so really, really vibrant. There's always one sticker, isn't there, that you can't get off. And they have a grove of acer trees as well. So all throughout they had lots and lots and lots of colour, and it was just incredible. I will have a travel blog about it, because yeah, I do want to tell more people about this place. Lots of people do know about it already, but I have a feeling lots of people don't. So if you would like to see some autumnal photos, then really at some point soon, probably within the next week or so, I'll have a blog post all about it on my travel blog, which again is linked below. All my links are below, if you've not come across it yet. And then last but not least, this one gets the October date, which I think I'll just pop down there. So really simply decorated. As I said, my paper's already had this cute fold on. I will link the scrapbooking pad that this paper came from. It's a very nice pad from, I'm not going to say the name because I'm going to get it wrong. I'll put the name in the description box. But yeah, a very nice paper pad, and I'm glad to finally use this cute vole. I'm not quite sure, but one of those types of creatures. And that is those. Easiest mass make in the world. That is those. Brilliant. This one, I actually rounded the corners on the side that flips open. This was my prototype, which you could do. I haven't on these ones. I've just kept them as postcard shape. So, you know, you could do that if you want. It's you don't have to though. So I hope you've enjoyed that mass make. As I said, the inspiration for these completely comes from Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I have changed it up a little bit from what she did, and of course, you know, we're all using different supplies. This is my take on it though. I cannot for the life of me remember what week I'm on, so I'll put that in the title of the video once I've had a little look. And yeah, I'm going to keep on doing these mass makes because I really enjoy doing them, and I want to keep using the autumnal paper pads and things that I've got because you know, I've had them for a while and I want to be able to give them a use. So I'm going to keep on doing the mass makes. So you'll catch me next week doing the next one. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed making, well, seeing these. I hope you want to make some. That's the biggest thing. And I shall catch you soon. Bye bye for now. Have a lovely rest of your week.